Hello friends, welcome to Data Pandit. Today we are going to discuss about the runtime behavior of join with DB component, how join with DB function internally. So basically it's a database component and it would be interacting with the database. And based on configuration of join with DB, it's going to run the select statement, whichever we are going to specify in the component, and it's going to hit the database and get the query result from the database, and that we are going to use to enrich the input record and producing the output record. It could be a many multiple output record for a certain input record, or probably it could be a nothing for a particular set of record, and it could be a single output record based on single input record. Now, so let's talk about the stepwise run behavior. What does on record basis, what, how, and the sequence of steps in runtime behavior of join with DB. So what is going to happen is whenever the input record is received in the input port and input record, so the selection statement is going to hit the database using bind variables. So if the bind variables is specified, and bind variable is some certain amount of information which is coming in as part of input, you know. So that bind variable, and if we have a cache query result is specified, cache query result is fast, and we have certain amount of max core memory allocated to it. So that will help join with DB to reduce certain amount of database hits in some considerable way. Okay. If query result is specified and we are using the bind variable, so that bind variable is going to check against the cache results. So if that is matching, so then because it means that cache query results hold that information already. It don't have to go to the database, and it will serve the query within and then and there. Okay. Otherwise, if the bind variable doesn't match with the cache query result, then it's going to hit the database and get the information. Okay. So before that, in the transform package of join with DB, there is a function called the do query. So it's going to result true or false based on certain condition. So if that do query returns the true result, then ongoing operation is going to happen. Otherwise, if that do query says that no, we for a certain amount, a certain condition or certain record, we are not going to hit the database, then there's a null operation. There won't be anything to assign to the query result. Okay. Okay. And then after that, what is going to happen is input record and from the database written by the select statement are combined into a new record, and the information from the input and the information which is taken from the select SQL statement, they are both combined and produced some a new output record, based on the transformation logic. Okay. So, and if there is no, nothing is, returned from the select statement, you know, as we talked about, while parameter configuration. So, what is going to happen next? So, if execute on which there is a parameter, if that is specified, then we have, we have a certain statement like insert or update statement that is going to be executed, and the select is retried again back. Okay. Uh, if so, what is going to happen is before running the insert or update, so there is a function in the we could transform that bind variable, so that also can use the bind variable insert and update statement. So the information which is incoming from the input port, so that also can be manipulated before passing into the insert and update statement. Okay. If the execute on miss is not specified, if nothing is specified because it's an optional parameter, then the decision is based on match required. If we are saying that match is certain to happen, match is required. If that boolean variable is true, then this unmatched record from the input word is going to send to the unused word. If match record required is false, then the transformation is evaluated with the null value, and so that is kind of do nothing issue. So do nothing. So there is no nothing is going to happen, and the next record is tried again. If more than one row is written by the select statement, then the value of the maximum matches is is the decision maker. So whatever, if by default this this maximum message is -1, which signifies that all the records written from the select statement is going to be used, and those many output record is going to be produced. So there are different possibilities of select statement results. If one row is written, then transform is executed on based on that input record, and the output is getting produced. If no rows are written, then execute on which is defined, and execute on which is run, and then the select statement is tried again. If so, then only if it doesn't give the result, then result the record is going to be rejected. If execute on which is not defined, then match required is going to see, we are going to see the match required. If I mean the component is going to see the match required, and if match required is not true, then the input record is sent to the unused port. If match required is false, and then transformation is executed on the input record and null is returned. If multiple rows are written, then depending upon the maximum matches, if there are maximum matches as 10, then 10 records are getting produced. If the query is resulting 10. So this is regarding that. So whenever we use the join with DB, so we what we need to consider is whether there is an alternate way. So if we are doing so many operations to the a huge table, and then so many operations, database operations, and table is also huge. So then we have to think about the alternate options, if it is available. If we could unload the chunk wise, or unload the partly information from the the database table and can use, then it's well and good. And if we have small database table, and it's then also we can unload the data from the table, and we can use normal join operation. So if the database table is very huge, and we have to do certain amount of database operation, then yeah, join with DB is a choice for us. So let's talk about what are the different join with the in functions available in join with the DB component. So first we talk about the do query. Okay. So before that, there is a query result type. So what is going to happen is, so whenever we configure the join with DB with the select statement and database, we specify the database, and then when we specify the DBC, then a query result type is automatically getting produced. But we can also modify that query result based on our requirement. So this is the certain kind of type information. The result which we are going to receive, it will be held into the this query result DML type. Okay. Then we have a do query function. You know. So let's say we have a do sorry do QURY for, and it will be defined as a begin and. So here it will be depending upon certain condition. Let's say it's going to result true or false, or false. So if true, then the result query will be tried. Otherwise, not. Then we have whenever we the execute on miss, when we try the execute on miss, and when we try the select statement, before that there is also a type and functions key type. We could change the bind variable based on input record. So there will be a key type, and there is a compute key functions. So we can use the compute key function, and we can uh, use the input record to manipulate the key which we are going to send into the select statement as part of bind variable. Okay. And similarly, for execute on miss, right, update and insert statement, we will have insert type and compute for insert. Okay, compute for insert. So these functions, it will take the input, okay, and the insert type. So there, the temporary record will be produced, and that will be sent as a bind variable, okay, to get the to update or insert the information. Then finally we will have a join with DB. Let's say join DB. So it will have in and query result. Query result. So that operation, the assignment and enrichment, we are going to do as part of join with DB transform function. So yeah, so these are the different functions or different types available in join with DB. So with that, thank you so much.